forget about Tyreek Hill. You know what I mean? Like I love having him as a player on the team. He was exciting, but this year it wasn't as exciting, and I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't throw the ball down the field. Is it because they wanted to get the ball out of Tua's hands quicker? Who knows? But is it that bad if Tyreek's not on the team next year? If we actually think about it, like we saw what Mike McDaniel can do, right? He can his offensive adjustments. All right. Now I'm gonna be a little bit more optimistic and pro Mike McDaniel right now because the first 2 years you saw an offense that got figured out late in the season. We know that's a fact, right? We started off hot and then towards the end of the year they got figured out. The run game was not there. And then they couldn't pass the ball and do those deep in routes with Tyreek and Waddle because they were playing two safeties deep, and it was just stopped, and we didn't have an answer. This year, he showed an adjustment where you could argue he created a Pro Bowl tight end. Now he wasn't selected the Pro Bowl, but I think how they have the reserves and people drop out of the Pro Bowl. Like Travis Kelce's not going to be in the Pro Bowl game, so I think that's going to go to Jonnu Smith, assuming that Travis Kelce's in the AFC Championship at the very least and just doesn't want to play. Mike McDaniel showed that he created a place where we had a pretty consistent tight end, and I think that going forward, even if Jonnu's not on the team going forward of a few years from now, like that's a good system. Like if you look at the system you had outside of the running game not being there for it's funny, the running game was there when Tua was not there, and then when he came back, maybe people correlate it with Austin Jackson going out, but Mike McDaniel showed us a different offense than what we were used to. And it wasn't exciting, and it was a little frustrating at times because we were spoiled. But he did show he can make adjustments. So I think that's important to kind of grab at. You didn't get the numbers you wanted from Tyreek and Waddle. And offensively, touchdowns were really a lot lower. Our red zone offense wasn't that great. I mean, I think we kicked like 39 field goals. You want to turn that number into 21. If you look at it, it was one of the Jason Sanders' greatest years. That's never a good sign, right? We couldn't score in the red zone. We weren't good at short yardage runs. And I think that goes to the lack of an offensive line.